Hi, everyone. Okay, so I have someone coming to our house to clean our couch. Stanley Steamer is coming, and they gave me this window, this very large window of when they may be here. And of course, now they're saying that they're going to be here like any minute. So I will have to kind of temporarily jump off to answer the door, and then I will be back with you if that happens, just letting you know. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today. As I mentioned, we have someone coming into our house to clean our couch because our dog passed away, and our dog kind of made our couch a little bit of a disaster before he left us. So we're going to get it cleaned professionally. So anyway, they're on their way. So if the doorbell rings, I'll have to step away and then I will be back. Okay. Just so you know. I apologize for that. But while I am with you right now, I just want to get going and get started because we've got a lot to cover today, and I'm super excited to be festive with you today. So hello, Lupus Facebook Live support chat. Welcome all. As people start to log in, do not forget to share this on your personal Facebook page. We are doing a giveaway today, and everyone who shares this chat and writes shared in the comments will be entered at the end for a drawing. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to share this on my personal Facebook page to get more people joining us, which should be super fun. Here we go. Oh, where am I? Am I not live yet? And live. Where are you? Here we go. If someone, where are you? Here we go. Please watch and share. There we go. Good. Let's get some people watching today. It is Christmas Eve. Thank you for sharing, Jennifer. Everyone who shares this chat will be entered into a drawing at the end. It's Christmas Eve, which is super fun. It's also Festivus, which if you're a Seinfeld fan, is a totally made-up holiday by Frank Costanza, George's father, where you air your grievances. It's kind of funny. It's a hilarious episode if you haven't seen it. So in honor of Festivus, my airing of grievances begins with this cough that won't quit from influenza A that I've had for like 3 weeks now. So that's my airing of grievances on this beautiful Festivus day. So anyway, we're also just a couple of days away from Hanukkah beginning as well, which begins at sundown on Christmas Day. And I guess this is the first time that Hanukkah and Christmas have been on the same day in like 20 years. So that's kind of cool too. So all my friends who celebrate Hanukkah, shalom, peace be with you. And if you celebrate Christmas or something else, this is just a wonderful, magical time, isn't it? Just very festive. Also know it's a time of a lot of grief as well. If we want to hold space for both, we can have joy and grief at the same time. And check out the quote that we posted earlier today on that. So one thing that I've been doing throughout the month of December is that I have been quoting my favorite holiday movies. So here is one quote from Miracle on 34th Street. And it's very sweet. And I love this one. I'm going to post it for you right here. Faith is believing things when common sense tells you not to. Faith is believing things when common sense tells you not to. And that is from Miracle on 34th Street. which is such a classic film. And there was a remake of it in the 90s. Just a beautiful movie. And I love that so much. Yesterday I had an opportunity to dress up as one of my favorite princesses for a children's event at a church here in Beaverton, which is outside of Portland. And seeing all different ages embrace the magic of believing in a fairy tale, even for a few minutes or a moment where they allowed themselves to just lean into the magic, lean into the wonder of a particular feeling, is just something that I cherish every time that I get to portray a character and see a child, and even young adults that came up to me yesterday, and just go to that place, that wonderfully innocent and reverent place of belief that's not jaded, not cynical. It's just so special. And so wherever we can do that, particularly in this time of year, it is a really magical thing to do. So faith is believing things when common sense tells you not to. And that's my quote for today, which is from Miracle on 34th Street. I've been quoting movies throughout the month of December. So there you go. All right, guys, just to remind you, when Stanley Steamer gets here and knocks on my door, I'm going to step away for a moment and then I'll be back. Make sure you share this chat on your personal Facebook page. We want to get people watching this chat today. We're going to do a giveaway. We want to have people here with us. Yes. So let me introduce myself. If you are new, if you are streaming this live now or watching it later, my name is Kelly. I'm the, excuse me, excuse me. I'm the creator and executive director of the Portland-based nonprofit More Than Lupus. And More Than Lupus, I'll have you know, is the 4th top lupus blog in the entire world. So that's really exciting. We have over 100 blogs on More Than Lupus, mostly written by lupus patients, which makes us different. And I'm so thrilled to be able to offer that to you all. More Than Lupus is also an inclusive community designed by lupus patients to connect, to grow, and inspire you throughout the peaks and the valleys of your lupus journey. And let me tell you a little bit about myself. As I mentioned, my name is Kelly, and I love music. I love design. I love dance. I love anything artistic, flowers. I love chocolate. Oh, I've been making all sorts of different types of sweets this time of year. I love a good book. I love a good conversation. I love a good podcast. I love connecting with people in deep ways. And yes, I have happened to have lived with systemic lupus erythematosus since the age of 11. It's been rough at times. There have been times that were exceptionally difficult in my early years. Many hospitalizations and surgeries and many rounds of intense immunosuppressive therapies. But right now I'm doing okay, thankfully. And I'm your facilitator for today's Facebook Live support chat, hang time, community gathering, forum, whatever you'd like to call it. I had the flu. It's been almost 3 weeks, and my lungs are extremely inflamed still. So if you hear me coughing, I'm really sorry. It's kind of annoying. It's been annoying me, and I hope it doesn't annoy you, so I apologize. Before I get into today's topic, first of all, please share this chat on your personal Facebook page. You'll be entered into a drawing. I want to do a quick disclaimer, and then I will get into it until my doorbell rings, and I'll step away, and then I'll come back, okay? All right, so here is your disclaimer for today's Lupus Live support chat. The More Than Lupus Facebook Lupus Live support chats are aimed to be a positive and open space where you can both give and receive support and encouragement from others. I'm not a doctor. We are not doctors here at More Than Lupus. We do have medical experts that advise us, but unfortunately cannot diagnose or tell you what is best for you in your lupus journey and the symptoms you are having. I can't even tell you that what has helped me and what has hurt me in my 33 years of living with lupus will help or not be the best thing for you. All that we can do is provide you with information and resources that you can take back to your medical professionals that are working with you, that know your personal medical history, and have an open and honest conversation about what is the best course of action for you. Additionally, this group is intended for those living with lupus or lupus overlap illness. They're also intended to provide support and encouragement to those who know someone living with lupus or a lupus overlap condition. If you don't fall into these two categories, not the right chat for you. Sometimes this chat gets shared randomly by people who shouldn't be sharing it in spaces, and you'll see things that pop up every once in a while. I see it, I get rid of it, and I'll tell you to refresh your page. Don't spend a morsel of your precious energy engaging in stuff that you know shouldn't be here. You'll see it go away, and we'll just move on. Also, sometimes people are here for the right reasons. However, they maybe are having a difficult time and projecting their frustrations into the group. And we just want to make sure this is a positive and safe space for everyone. So if you have some things you need to say, send us a private message. Just don't do it here. We want to make sure comments stay positive so that we are the people that make someone's day, not break someone's day. All right. So that is it. Once again, I want to remind everyone to share this chat. Okay. I don't know if it's that people are sort of coming out of Facebook land again and going on to Threads and TikTok and these different spaces, but I just want to make sure that people are still enjoying these chats and watching these chats. And it takes a lot of my energy and focus and time to do these chats. So if people are not watching them, I just think you have to start to think about effort versus impact. Like, is the effort I'm putting into this really making any difference? So I want to make sure people are watching these chats. So the more you care, the more you share, and the more other people are aware of these chats. We've been doing these for years. And make sure you share them. Make sure you share them so people can get connected to lupus support and community. So I wanted to remind you before we get into our topic that our lupus pilot program, Lupus Lifts, is up in full swing. If you're unfamiliar with this program, it is a grant that offers free rides to those that have lupus to accommodate the many places and spaces one needs transportation to if you have lupus. So if you're unaware, 1 in 5 adults with limited resources forego healthcare because of transportation barriers, and that is 2.5 times more difficult when systemic lupus is combined with nephritis. So make sure that if that's something that you feel might be a benefit to you to remove that barrier to care, send us a private message. We'll get you more information about our Lupus Lifts program, sponsored by Aurinia Pharmaceuticals. All right. Okay. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who showed up at our holiday party on Saturday. We had a great time of chatting and having some sweet treats. And it was a full packed house. So that was really fun to see. I know there were some people that were down because of illness and couldn't join. So I hope that you're feeling better by the holiday season and that you get well soon. Our next support group will be in person at Taberspace and online, in person at 10 a.m., online at 3 p.m. on January 18th. So mark your calendars for that. We do our support groups online and in person every third Saturday of the month. And I think we're the only in-person support group in Portland. So come on by, join us, connect with people. It's a great group. We are welcoming and we love seeing new faces. Also, we will be having an educational event with Dr. Don Thomas, who wrote the Lupus Encyclopedia, on January 24th. So come for that. There'll be more details soon on time, but we're super excited to have him back. He's recovering from open heart surgery, and he is back rocking and rolling, working and getting things done. So really, really thrilled that he came through that with flying colors. So today's topic, guys, where's Yay! This is gonna be so good. Okay, let me go ahead and do the banner today. Coping with how to set yourself up for success. There we go. So really great information that I pulled today from Creaky Joints, which is a website associated with the Arthritis Foundation. And I was thinking about, all the things that we have to kind of plan and navigate when you have a chronic illness like lupus that impacts every part of your body in some way during the holidays, and how it just doesn't stop. You don't stop having lupus and pain and fatigue and brain fog and all those things when the holiday season comes around. And you want it to be the most wonderful time of the year, and you want to have great memories, but you're dealing with the pain, and you're dealing with the fatigue, and you're dealing with the brain fog, and you're dealing with your fingers that you can't feel. And so I thought, hi, Robin, thank you for joining. We want more people to come on today. Where's everybody? Can you share it? Share this channel, all the places, because we're doing a giveaway too. We want this season to be as healthy and as happy as it can possibly be. As you are not ignoring your illness or saying in despite of your illness, but because it is a part of you. So to help you have a beautiful and hopefully stress-free holiday season, and not give up on all the fun, the people at Cranky Joints at the Arthritis Foundation put together some fantastic information that I pulled from today. And I'm going to share it with you because they talk to experts and patients and people with lupus and RA and what has helped them the most to navigate the holidays. So here are some of the tips. I love this one. Number one, I'm going to post them here. Make cooking assignments. This is a good one. I know we've all heard that euphemism, there are too many cooks in the kitchen, too many chefs in the house, right? And it could get frustrating and mucky and stuff. But this is kind of a positive twist on that. Invite people in by making very strategic cooking assignments. Even if you're having a small gathering, enlist your friends and family to help. When people say, can I bring something? And your first inclination is to be like, oh, no, just bring your happy disposition. None of that. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Can you bring some apple cider? That way it's one thing off your list to do. Can you bring up some ice? Oh, I hate buying ice. Okay? Because when you have Raynaud's, buying ice is like inviting a Raynaud's attack. It's like, it's going to happen because there's nothing you can do. Even if you are wearing gloves, picking up the ice and being in a cold situation like that, it stinks. It's my least favorite thing to do is buy bags of ice. Anyway, ask people to bring ice, okay? Or say, hey, yeah, how about you do the appetizer, you do the salad, I'll do the main course. You do a side dish. Make cooking assignments. People like to bring things that they like to make. Allow them that joy as well. Okay? Allow them that joy this season. Next, setting a hard ending time. This is a good one too. Number 2, setting a hard ending time. Usually with holidays, it can be kind of an open-ended, come when you want to. The celebrations can kind of trickle into the later hours of the evening, but they don't have to. If you're dealing with a chronic illness like lupus and you know that you are just done, it's important to limit maybe a 2-hour window or a 3-hour window and just say, asking in advance that we are done by 8 because I know it's Christmas Eve and we want to feel well and get a good night's sleep on Christmas Eve night so that we have a joyful and I feel well on Christmas Day. Just make it very clear. Being clear is kind. I know you tend to think sometimes it's not. Being clear is kind, okay? Set a hard ending time. This is one I really love too. Oh gosh, I'm losing feeling in my fingers right now. I just said the word ice and my fingers are losing feeling. Oh jeez. I just said the word ice and my hands are like aware of it. Oh, it's so crazy. This is a great one. Number 3 tip. Meditate on what you're thankful for. Yeah, I know. People say like gratitude, an attitude of gratitude and this and that, but you know what? It has been clinically proven that a moment of focus on gratitude can pull you to a place where sometimes you can start to spiral when things are not going well. So take just a few minutes to center yourself, to meditate and tap into your body's stress response and say a few things you're grateful for, do some therapeutic breathing and get in touch with your senses and just meditate because it can be crazy time, right? It can be really, really crazy. Number four is plan a recovery day into your schedule. This is something we were talking about with support group, how we tend to just go, and then we crash, and then we have to do a few days of recovery. Now, the goal is to not crash. We don't want to do that to our nervous system, constantly pushing ourselves too hard and then just totally off the grid for several days because we overdid it. The goal is not to do that, which is why we're doing this. We're talking about strategic things to not crash. But even if you are kind of tempering your activity and trying to be mindful of not doing too much, it's still important to have a recovery day, especially if you're traveling, to put rest into your itinerary, to allow your body just to have that calm, not constantly in motion, not buzzing, before you jump back into having to go back to work or the kids going back to school or taking the stuff and decor down or whatever it is that you need to do. It's good to have that just kind of dead zone of recovery time. Oh, I love this one. Number 5. Oh, shoot, I didn't put that one there. Number 4 is there. Okay. Now number 5. Drive 2 cars to the holiday party. I love this suggestion from Creaky Joints. This one patient said, in addition to my autoimmune diseases, I'm also an introvert, so parties are tough for me for a lot of reasons. I definitely don't want to stay as long as everyone else. This is really important too. If you're afraid of picking up a bug, influenza A is everywhere right now. That's what I got. People are still getting COVID. There's also so many other little respiratory viruses making their way around. And if you feel the longer you're there in maybe a smaller space with people who are not wearing masks and you're on immunosuppressant therapies, the longer you stay, the more exposure. You want to strategically plan the amount of time that you are somewhere. Or also in this patient's case, they are an introvert. They have a little bit of social anxiety, and it can feel very overstimulating to be in a space for 2-3 hours. It is always okay to be like, I'm gonna take a different car. And if I feel like I'm starting to fade, I'm starting to not feel okay, whether it's physically or emotionally, time for me to go. Gotta take care of yourself. Yes. So drive 2 cars to holiday parties. I've had this happen before where I feel trapped. And I have eaten something, there's a lot of cross-contamination and I start to not feel well. I have a shellfish allergy, and if people are even people who are like breathing around me, all of a sudden I will start to get a tickle in my throat. Or my ears will start to itch. And it's not like a emergency situation, but it makes me feel icky. And I'll start to kind of slump down and be like, oh man, I'm done. I'm so tired. I got it. I should have left. But I got my husband having a good time and my son having a good time. And I'm like, I don't want to be the party pooper, but I feel like poop. Time to go. So the two car situation can really, really help. Um, Here's the next one. If you are hosting, we were talking about this one too at the group yesterday. Number 6, turn your bedroom. This is a great, great tip. Turn your bedroom into an escape room, meaning if you are feeling really overwhelmed, over sensory stimulated, if you need a moment to like stretch your neck or do some stretches or take a few Advil and just wait 20 minutes until they kick in or whatever it is, whatever medicine you need to take, stock your bedroom with an electric blanket, with snacks, with drinks, with a magazine, a book, maybe your ear pods that you can put in to center yourself, some of your pain medicine, or maybe your rubs, salves, whatever you need to get you through, just to kind of, okay, I needed a moment. Make your bedroom or another room in the house an escape room that you could just center yourself and then come back to the party. That's a great one. Also, this is another great one from Creaky Joints, is to keep to your regular sleep schedule. If your sleep is nasty and just completely a mess leading into this holiday season, it is going to be detrimental to your health. Bad sleep will just take you down. So if you can, really, I know people are staying out a little bit later because they're going to holiday parties and they're getting their Christmas shopping done and they're trying to bake into the wee hours of the night, but really try and have good sleep hygiene. It'll also help your immune system fight off any little bug and stuff. Sleep is absolutely a necessity. It's a non-negotiable, non-negotiable. They interviewed Creaky Joints, a registered dietitian, and she said, you will feel healthier and more refreshed after a night of good sleep. So don't forget to prioritize sleep this holiday season. Remember, you don't have to attend every function. Getting enough sleep can be admittedly hard if you're dealing with pain. And they have, oops, shoot, I'll be right back. Okay. Be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. We are having our couch cleaned because when our dog passed away, well, our dog had a licking coping mechanism and he licked our sofa. And so we're having our sofa clean because we had to put our dog down, a week and a half ago. So anyway, thank you for being patient with that. And let's see, where were we? Oh, here's a good one. So number 7 was keep to your regular sleep schedule. Number 8 is do what you love to do. And I'm going to post this here. Do what you love to do. Essentially what they're saying is prioritize the things that bring you joy and then see the things that are like, I'm not sure if that's worth investing my energy in. Maybe there was like an extra hosting event that just was really stressful for you, or one more work thing that wasn't quite necessary. Do the things that really bring you joy. Like for us, one thing that we've been doing every year is we've been taking my nieces with my husband and my son to the Grotto. And the Grotto is a beautiful Catholic church in North Portland. And they do all these lights. And they used to have a petting zoo, but they have choirs singing. They've got puppet shows. They've got carolers. They've got these beautiful lights and Christmas trees. And it's just, and then they have built into the mountainside where the church sits, they have a giant kind of altar where you can light candles for your loved ones. It's beautiful. We go every year and we bundle up and it's just, we get hot chocolate and donuts and it's just so sweet and special. That's something that we prioritize. Like we do it. And when my nephew and my other niece are a little bit older, they'll come with us too. So we enjoy doing that. It's a part of our tradition. So do what you love to do and kind of find what things bring you joy, and the other stuff, maybe it's time to let it go. Yes. And that's what number 9 says. Practice saying no. Practice saying no. And that's something that will save you time, also energy. Sometimes your best yes is a no. And remember too, that no is a complete sentence. Okay? No is a complete sentence. And you don't have to explain why. You don't have to say and justify. You don't have to apologize. It's a complete sentence. Okay? Prioritize as much as you can and then practice saying no. Also, prep as much as you can. I've been this is number 10. I've been kind of slowly baking as I'm feeling better. I enjoy baking. My mom is a great baker, and she has over the years made some really great cookie recipes and fudge recipes, and I enjoy doing that as well. But it can be a lot if you do it all in one day or even 2 days. So the stuff that you can, just kind of do a little bit at a time. Prep as much as you can. Cooking and baking are integral to the holidays. But it can be hard standing on your feet. It can be hard working with your hands. It can be hard on your back, your neck, your eyes, your energy, your focus. So just kind of do little 30-minute, 45-minute increments and then sit down and rest. And if you want to, do some more. So a lot of it can be good to just space out as much as you can and just do it and then take your time to recoup, okay? Also, another thing that can be helpful for those times of recuperation is to do a power nap. And I'm very curious to see if you guys are for power naps or not for power naps. I know my husband, he loves a good 20-minute power nap. And speaking of husband, he's calling me. I am in the middle of a live chat. She needs something. Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to them. They're here right now. They just got here. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, this is the day of many distractions during the live chat. Power nap. My husband, who just called, he loves a power nap, and it's really, really helpful. It recharges his batteries, and he can do it right after a meal or after church or after an event. For me, however, I feel like, what is it, Newton's third law of motion? An object of motion tends to stay in motion, an object of rest tends to stay at rest. If I can't do like a 2-hour situation where I get like a really good nap, it's not going to do much good for me. So it's like not worth it, because then I'll just be groggy and I'll be thrown off. Here's one. This was actually on the list of the Lupus holiday shop list that I did a few weeks ago. And this was invest in an Instapot, which takes a lot of pressure off the cooking by getting it into a pressure cooker. And it can do, there's tons of online recipes, from mashed potatoes to cranberry sauce to different types of stuffing that you can do in the Instapot. So consider that. Let's see here. There's also Toast New Year's with sparkling cider. So this one is about alcohol consumption. Now, some people can have it. Some people can have that, and it doesn't bother them at all. Other people know when they have that, it really disrupts their sleep schedule. It can interfere with medication side effects. It can just throw you off. So you know your limits, and you know what's going to work and what's not going to work. A lot of times it's kind of an overindulgence time of year during the holidays, between eggnog and hot toddies and champagne and wine being served with dinner. So just know your limits, and avoid drinking if you know it's going to make your symptoms worse. Yes? And let's see here. Oh, this is a great one. 2 words. I'm skipping a few of them because we're running out of time here. 2 words: disposable everything. Take advantage of the really nice disposable stemware and also plates that they have now, where you do not have to do and worry about loading the dishwasher and washing the dishes. It's no fun. Let's just call it spade a spade. It's no fun washing dishes. It really isn't. Okay. And it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort. If you can just, and I know this is not something that we recommend. It's not great for the environment to always use disposable everything. But just for this time of year, invest in some disposable plates, some paper plates. They make really great quality ones. They're adorable now. And then this is a great one too. Come up with a code word. I have done this. I have done this, where you say to your significant other, whoever you're there with, we need to check on our dog, or we need to, or whatever the code word may be. It means that it's time to wrap this up. It's time to get going. Have a pre-agreed code word, or maybe like a squeeze on the leg or a triple squeeze, so people know that they are going to have your back. They're going to be with you as you're going to try to exit politely this party. You don't need to do an Irish goodbye and just leave, but just have that code word, and that will help you to get out. Lastly, this one's really, this is a good one too, and this is something that's happened to me, and it's not fun when you're around the holidays. You got to make sure, especially when you're traveling, or you're going to an area that you are unfamiliar with, and obviously you're trying to make sure that you have everything you need to stay healthy, and that you have all your medications. Make sure your medications have refills. It's going to stink if you run out of a medication, especially if it's something that you cannot live without, like steroids. We would be in big trouble. And you're out of your refills, and it's a holiday, and it's a holiday days. The pharmacy is closed, your doctor's office is closed, and it's a weekend. What are you going to do? You're going to be in big, big, big trouble. So make sure that you get those meds pre-authorized and you don't want to get yourself into a pickle. Okay. And I feel like that's about, let's see here. Oh, this is kind of a fun one. Right? If you have the time and the energy, write some thank you notes to your doctor and your nurses. You know, the doctors and nurses that we love, the ones that we truly appreciate, who make our lives a little bit more comfortable when we're there. They hear a lot of complaining, and obviously they're used to that because that is their job. And when we come into their office, we are not usually at our best. We are our absolute worst. And they love getting notes that just say thank you and to focus on the people that bring the help and keep you rocking and rolling. But send a quick note to them, even if you want to do it in your portal. But to do it in a note that's sent, or a Christmas card or a holiday card, it's just a really nice thing to do. So, anyways, excuse me, I'm starting to cough more, and the Stanley steamer is here, so it's going to be kind of noisy. I'm going to do our drawing, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Okay? Okay. So, who's here right now? Who's here and who has shared this on their personal page that I can get this? I know Jennifer is here. She's been here since the beginning. I'm going to pull up my spinner. And we have this really cute holiday bag here. There we go. Actually, let's create new. So we have, oh, and thank you, Robin. She says, congratulations on the blog post. Create a wheel, create new, create custom. Okay, here we go. We've got Jennifer, and I hope everybody lives in the US, because I can't ship it across the seas. We've had problems with that. We've got Robin here. And who else? Who else has shared this on their page? Anybody else? Anybody else share this? That's it. Okay, well, looks like we got a 50-50 chance here, guys. And I am going to spin the wheel. See who it is. It's Jennifer. Congratulations, Jennifer. You won our little gift bag here. And we have all sorts of fun stuff in there. You've got some loofah. There's all sorts of stuff in the bottom of this bag too. And there's some hand sanitizer. This is really fun. You put this in hot water for 2 cups hot water. And we have a little cinnamon cider. Got some cozy socks in there for you. Got a little candle. Some lip balm. A little notepad for when you have lupus fog, and many other little items in there. Congratulations. Will you do me a favor and will you send me your address, and we will get that off to you. And just want to say, for those that are watching this later, happy holidays. No matter what you celebrate, we're thinking of you, holding space for you. Remember to be kind to yourself. You can have both grief and joy at the same time during this season. Make sure to wash those hands. Take care of your sleep. Take time to center yourself and kind of rest during the hustle and bustle. And I just want to say I'm very thankful for you this time of year. We've been around now for 7 years, and I can't believe it. We're still going strong, and I really appreciate all of your support. So thank you guys. Love you all. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Hanukkah. And Happy Festivus. Today's Festivus. So there you go. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.